Hey guys, I'm back. Bringing you another Stash Talks shit. Today, I'm actually not going straight home. I'm going to go get takeaway. We'll chat about that in a minute. But William asked me to do a bit of a thing on vaping. He lives in England, and England's getting pretty popular with the vaping. So I'll go through juice making, which is what he asked me about. Juice making locally down in Durban, very big. By juice, I mean the stuff you put in here that gets turned into a vapor. So down here, juice making is actually very, very popular, and there's a lot of local guys that have brought their own lines out of juice, just from bringing out samples, letting people try them. The major issue with juice making, especially if you're gonna do it on a mass production, is getting a lab together, a clean room, should I say. Small scale, it's fine, but with bottling and health requirements that are soon going to be in place, yeah, clean rooms are a must. So always watch out about really cheap juice, as chances are it's nasty versus cheap. Un momento. Yeah. How do we feel about the quality? I've dropped the quality of my videoing just so that the files aren't so big anymore. So just let me know what you feel about that. Feedback on how it compares. It's still a bit sunny out, although partly cloudy, with the chance of rain. Yeah. So juice making is very popular, especially in Durban. I don't know about the rest of SA, but I've tried it. It's not for me. There's a few facets to making juice. It's mixing all your ingredients, getting the ratios right. But you can look up recipes online and get a lot of very easy juices to make. What puts a lot of people off is a lot of the time when you make the juice, then you gotta stick it in a cupboard. A bit like brewing alcohol. You gotta stick it in a cupboard in a dark place and forget about it for a week or a month or blah blah blah. That puts a lot of people off. Not what put me off. I don't mind sticking your juice in a cupboard for a month and forgetting about it so that the flavors come through. I have to do that with some juices I buy anyway. Damn, my moustache is being all weird. It was the physical couple of drops of this and a couple of mils of that, and it's annoying as all hell. Now I'll actually build my own devices, and I have done. I've built two. One actually now belongs to the owner of the biggest vape shop in KZN. So yeah, I'll build them out, but juice making is just not for me. I like good juice, but I'm not gonna mess around, and it's just too much fiddly for me. Anyway, yeah, so that was the juice side that William wanted me to talk about. I'll go maybe through the mods another time. What I really run around with at work is this bad boy. I don't really care around anything else at work, because I have to be honest, this one, I got the bottom section, the part I'm holding in my hand, pretty cheap. It's an old top section which I don't mind losing or breaking. Bottom section was stuffed. I bought it for like next to nothing, fixed it up, and it works 100%. I never got around to painting it though, so I just put a sticker on it, although I need to replace the sticker. Mr. Haywire, you know who you are. Better stickers. Just joking. yeah, so maybe when I have 1 or 2 mods on the car, so I usually run around with at least 2 if I'm not at work. Now, not my usual way home. I'm heading down to Flora Road to go get some takeaway. I didn't realize there was going to be this much traffic. It usually isn't. But yeah, so I'll wait till I have a couple of mods in my car and I go through some bits and pieces. If you are still at the smoke and you have any concerns, just ask. Come chill with me at the vape shop and drink some coffee or some awesome milkshakes at some of the other vape shops and chat about vaping, the ins and outs. Anyway, yeah, so getting back to it, heading down to Flora Road, dodging cars as we go. Indicate if you want to come over. Yeah, taxi. I'll let them in, but they must just indicate their intentions. Let me know what you want to do. Enough about traffic. Yeah, heading to Flora Road. I'm gonna head to, well, in the vicinity of House of Curries. So dinner will either be a roti or a pizza. Both about the same price. I do get a bit more food for with the roti. It's a bit bigger, as I told you before. Sometimes if I'm not as hungry, I end up with lunch the next day, so it's a win. Always keep some juice on you. Vape juice, haha. Yeah. I am really wanting a pizza, but I'm not going straight home, so I don't really want the pizza to sit. Yeah, with gourmet pizzas, you really want to you want to eat them hot. You want to have them as the chef sort of made them. So I think I'm going to go with the roti, kebab roti. Quite nice. It's not kebab, it's actually like meatballs, curried meatballs. Meatballs. Yeah, really nice. Yeah. Oh, I hate this part. There's a bridge. You can't see people coming. Nobody's gonna hit me. Yay! I survived. Yeah. Turning into a slightly shorter video by the looks of traffic. Get up to quite a bit of speed on a very bumpy road. Yeah. Flora Road. I've got a love-hate relationship with Flora Road. There's some awesome places to go to, but it's just so busy and so many drunk kids. Sorry, I'm old enough to say I don't go out much anymore because of drunk kids. People who don't realize that when you get to a certain level of drunkenness, it's time to go home. Yeah, the difference between that beer and that beer. And yeah, Flora Road. Traffic not looking too bad, so I should be able to get parking up House of. And grab myself some food. A couple of good restaurants going past, some sushi places and blah blah blah. I like to stick to one sushi place, but if your service is garbage or your sushi is garbage, just once. That's it. Over. Yeah, I was disappointed with one particular place. I was promised the earth and received nada. So I kind of blew that off. Another sushi place, and I have to give it up to Sushi Corner. my old sushi place. Half price sushi's on Tuesday, Thursday, and I believe it was Sunday. They're in Devonport Road. No, it's Devonport, just Devonport Road. Awesome sushi, half price, so yeah, prices are good, but I do feel I get a bit more bang for my buck at Seven Seas up in Westville. You can Google all of these things, just I'm not going to links and shite. So yeah, mostly I will get rid of a place if your service is bad or your food is bad. Happened with a particular restaurant down in the Point area. What I found out afterwards is that they lost their head chef, and the food just went downhill. And yeah, it was one of those brewery places that had they brewed their own beer. That was also another reason. They just didn't have any. They have a list of beer and there was like 2 to choose from. So what's the point of being a brewery when you don't brew a selection of beer? Yeah, it was that, and it was the food. I mainly went there for the food. Admittedly, the food was damn good. Craft beer, I try only drink craft beer because everything else just really, yeah, gives me a hangover. Yeah. Anyway. So it is disappointing when a restaurant or something that you like changes hands or loses a head chef or just goes down the toilet. And I've seen it. I've seen it so many times. Places that they were thriving, and and it just something changes, and their history. If it works, don't fix it. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen it way too often. I mean, yeah. A change is needed, but seriously. Crap. It looks like I've hit a bit of a traffic jam. Turns out Florida Road is a bit busier than I originally expected. Or there's just a moron doing something moronic up the road. Anyway. Yeah. There's never enough parking. I mean, for the amounts of places on Florida Road, there's just never ever been enough parking. I mean, there's only so many side roads you can mount a pavement and park on, with the risk of getting a ticket or something. Yeah, that was the only real issue with the issue I have with Florida Road is parking. It's parking and drunk kids. Parking and drunk kids too. Yes, let everyone in that's not supposed to be there. Yes. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Not lovely houses here that got ruined, but people turn them into weird shops. Oh, and society is screwed. I figured that out. Society is screwed. We have a Starbucks on Florida Road. We officially have a Starbucks on Florida Road. We're done for. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever try it. I'd love to try it, but I doubt I'll ever try it because the queues are usually, even according to my mates in Joburg, queues are just redonkulously long. And I can get damn nice coffee from our local vape shop. Yeah. So why would I even think about... Oh, come on. What are you doing? Do something. That's what I'm talking about more. It just stops in the middle of the road. Just I don't know where I'm going. find a pretty car. Anyway, yeah. So, guys are still really neglecting letting me know what to talk about. So I am battling with subject matter a little bit. Yeah, I got a parking pretty close. Yeah, so I'm battling with subject matter to a certain extent. Backwards a little bit. On what to talk about. So I usually find something, my brain usually kicks in and I start talking shit. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I don't think I'll do more than one video a day. It just becomes a bit tedious, and if you want me to do more than one video a day, I will. But it's finding the time to actually do it. I mean, if I do have a job where I have to drive quite a distance to go to, then I can do it. So it probably won't be every day. But if you want 2 videos a day, let me know. Otherwise, keep it cloudy.